This morning, a ceasefire deal in the Middle East may be very close. What that would look like for the countries involved.
Plus, if you're feeling down on these shorter days, we'll have some tips to get you through the winter.
Good morning and welcome to News 3 Now this morning on this Monday. I'm Kyrie Lee.
And I'm Michelle Renee Quinn, filling in for Josh Sprider.
Well, no, I don't think you're filling in for Josh.
Oh my gosh, filling in for Chris Stanford. My bad.
Josh is waiting for us.
Josh is waiting for us, yeah.
On the other side here of this, of the live shot.
Coming soon, guys. Josh Sprider, coming soon.
Yes, coming soon.
I'm filling in for Chris. What a weekend we had.
Yeah, apparently you didn't get enough rest, but it's okay.
We'll get some rest after the show.
That's okay. Yeah, exactly. Got plenty of time to do that, but it is Thanksgiving week. We hope you all had a fantastic weekend, but let's get out there to meteorologist Savannah Brito, who's standing by.
Guys, good morning. Temperatures are not actually that bad. What's bad, the visibilities. These not super low, but we do have some patchy fog in the area. We're down to 5 miles in Madison. A few areas mainly west of here are down a little bit lower, 2 in Mineral Point, 5 in Monroe, and then 8 up near Camp Douglas. We'll see if visibilities continue to fluctuate, and as precipitation actually tracks in. Right now, that's north of Madison. We'll see that move in for most of southern Wisconsin over the next couple of hours here. Wintry mix possible. We're not talking about an accumulation though, so good news, but roadways still could be slick out there. We have precipitation already out there from the moisture, so roadways still slick even this morning, or at least wet in areas, so take it easy. Allow a little bit of extra time. Mid-40s right now here, but with that cold front as it approaches, we're dropping as far as north and northwest of here goes. Upper 30s to even mid-30s already. We'll talk about the cool down, though, that's going to be happening into Thanksgiving, especially the weekend after, guys.
All right, Savannah, thank you so much. Let's get to our top story this morning. It could be a ray of hope and violence in the Middle East. A ceasefire agreement between Israel and Lebanon-based Hezbollah is, quote, very close, according to a regional source.
U.S. and Israeli officials caution a deal isn't final yet, but an Israeli spokesperson says the two sides are moving in that direction. The U.S. and Israel are proposing a 60-day pause in fighting that some hope could result in a lasting ceasefire. The Lebanese health ministry estimates more than 3,000 people have died since Israel stepped up its campaign against Hezbollah in September. Analysts say the militant group is under domestic pressure to end the fighting and possibly pressure from Iran, too. Now, the U.S. Navy commissioned a new combat ship in Milwaukee over the weekend, the USS Beloit. And serving as a sponsor for the USS Beloit is retired Major General Marcia Anderson. She served in the Army for nearly 4 decades. She's also the first African-American woman to achieve the rank of Major General, and Beloit is her hometown. Navy officials declared during the ceremony that the USS Beloit is tested and battle-ready.
Closer to home now, Congress is preparing for its next session in January. Senator Tammy Baldwin is returning for a 3rd term, but it's marked by a return of Republican control in the chamber, as well as the return of President-elect Donald Trump. He's announced several cabinet picks, including Wisconsinite Sean Duffy for Department of Transportation. During For the Record this week, Senator Baldwin shares her thought on the pick.
I like the idea of a Wisconsinite overseeing a lot of the ongoing projects that we have in our state. You know, the bipartisan infrastructure bill passed in the Biden administration has brought lots of resources into our state that are transportation related.
Senator Baldwin adds that she wants to make sure that there is somebody who understands the importance of transportation projects in the state.
Now to some health news. This fall and holiday season can be a wonderful time of the year, but it also brings shorter days and a lack of sunlight. Doctors say it can cause many people to experience seasonal affective disorder, or SAD. It mimics the symptoms of depression and usually lasts until the summer or sunnier spring days. It's more common in young people and women. People who have mood disorders and live in northerner areas are at higher risk. Kyrian spoke with Dr. Rupa Shah, who says there are ways to combat this.
And then I always recommend to people, stick with your routine. Make sure you get exercise, and if you can do that exercise first thing in the morning and try and get some natural sunlight, that's really going to be very powerful. It's a great way to set that circadian rhythm and really offset some of the sad symptoms that people will experience this winter.
Dr. Rupa Shah also adds you can try a light box therapy, cognitive behavioral therapy, and antidepressants. A ransomware attack hit software chain company Blue Yonder this week. Blue Yonder services major grocery stores in the U.S. and UK. U.S. chains like Albertsons and Kroger use Blue Yonder. Two of the biggest grocery store chains in the UK felt immediate impact. Blue Yonder did not say which clients were affected. Procter & Gamble, better known as P&G, also used Blue Yonder.
More than 2,000 Hyundai, Genesis, and Kia electric vehicles have been recalled due to a power issue. The National Highway Safety Administration says the vehicle's transistors in the charging control unit can get damaged and stop charging the 12-volt battery, and this could cause a loss of power while driving, increasing the risk of a crash. Impacted owners will be notified with a letter in order to take their vehicles to the dealership for a free repair. Thanksgiving is just around the corner, and while potlucks bring people together, sometimes they can come with their own pitfalls. Amy Kawada reports.
For many, potlucks are a staple of the holiday season.
Well, I love to eat, so I'm easy to please. So no, I've never been wary of potlucks.
But experts like Dr. Catherine Schlaffer with the University of Maryland Medical Center warn without taking proper precautions, they can quickly go from joyful to dangerous.
I love a good potluck. But I think aside from proper handling and proper prep, time and temperature management are kind of your two biggest pitfalls and things to be aware of.
And it's something Jamil Garrison treads very lightly on.
No, I usually don't go to potlucks. I don't trust everybody's cooking, so it's just my thing.
From foodborne illnesses to unexpected allergens, your holiday plate might carry more than just a side of green bean casserole.
Food shouldn't really be left out for more than 2 hours. That's when you're hitting that critical mass tipping point in terms of the ability for bacteria to proliferate and get us sick.
So to minimize any risk, the best advice to keep in mind is simple. Keep hot foods hot and cold foods cold.
Try to avoid what's referred to as the danger zone, anywhere between 40 degrees to 140 degrees Fahrenheit, according to the CDC.
Another potential hazard, cross-contamination.
Dedicated utensils are going to be really important for serving.
And experts say if you're eating those holiday favorites the next day, make sure you reheat all leftovers to 165 degrees and use a food thermometer to make sure. Amy Kawada, CBS News, Baltimore.
As you plan your Thanksgiving feast this year, you might want to think about your leftovers, and that's for the sake of both the planet and your pocketbook. 200 million pounds of turkey meat are thrown out each Thanksgiving. Producing just 1 pound of turkey meat uses 520 gallons of water. It also burns the same emissions as a half gallon of gasoline. Food waste also costs the average family of 4 over $3,000 a year.
Well, here at home, Hilldale helped kick off the Christmas spirit with a North Pole party last night. They partnered with the Boys and Girls Clubs and retailers in the mall to put together the Christmas kickoff. It ended with the Wisconsin Marching Band leading Santa to the tree lighting, and our very own meteorologist, Savannah Brito, got to do the honors, and we were there to see it.
Yeah, I was going to say I wasn't the only one there. You guys came to see.
Had to support our girl.
I was so happy when I saw your guys' faces. I was like, yay.
I was saying, Harmony and Milani had a ball out there.
They were clapping. They were so happy.
Yes, I'm saying Harmony and Santa like had a moment, and like she was like this. She was like this. She said, "Yeah, Santa's so big." I was like, "Yeah, she's just so little. The twinkle in their eyes are just so beautiful." Yeah, so it was nice. I'm glad that
was awesome.
And the tree was absolutely beautiful.
I know when the lights went on. I mean, noticeable difference.
Switch.
Yeah, went right on at 6 p.m. last night. Yeah.
Yes, I mean it wasn't too terribly bad out there, but it wasn't great either.
Exactly, but that was all right compared to what we're going to see settle in. We'll talk about how low those temperatures are going to get Thanksgiving and into this upcoming weekend.
And I'm live with a preview of the Madison Turkey Trot. I'll tell you who is benefiting and how you can be part of it live in the 608.
You're watching News 3 Now this morning. Brought to you by Toyota.
Toyotathon is on. Shake up the holidays with an exciting new Toyota. Take an all-wheel drive Camry to go ice skating. Visit Grandma in a Highlander. Grandma! You got it. Or bring home a tree in a Tacoma. Are we in a snow globe?
Right now, during Toyotathon, you can lease a new RAV4 for $319 a month. Or you can lease a new 2025 Camry for $299 a month.
'Tis the season for Toyotathon.
Toyota, let's go places.
It's your last chance. Menards 11% rebate ends Thanksgiving Day. Transform your bathroom with vanity lights. This Josca vanity light comes in 4 sizes and in either brushed nickel or matte black finishes. Get an 11% rebate on all vanity lights, ceiling lights, and atmosphere, and style to any space. Find your style with our huge selection of Patriot Lighting ceiling lights. The Kai Motion Sensing Flush Mount Light is $24.88 after 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
Funny Girl is the theatrical event of the season. Entertainment Weekly raves. Funny Girl is a love letter to the big old-fashioned Broadway musical. Don't miss Funny Girl. Playing December 31st through January 5th at Overture Center. Tickets at overture.org.
This is you. And you are why we do what we do. Each and every one of you are wonderful, amazing people. So we'll treat you that way on your journey of trusted care. Because the way you, and you feel matters. Unity Point Health Meritor, a partner of UW Health, know how much you matter to this world.
Get a jump on your holiday shopping at Runnings with their Black Friday sale and gift card bonus. Friday, November 29th, in-store only from 6 a.m. to noon. Get a $10 bonus gift card for every $50 you spend pre-tax. Get amazing deals and savings in all departments during the Black Friday gift card bonus event at your local Runnings store November 29th. Get all of your holiday shopping done in one stop at Runnings, now serving 82 local communities. Go to Runnings.com for more information and a store near you.
Head, shoulders, knees, and toes. Head, shoulders, knees, and toes, knees and toes. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. And eyes and cheeks and
professional massage therapists and estheticians helping you be your best. Massage Envy, where better begins.
This year, give the gift card every body will love. Stop in and pick some up today.
Learning to play better golf can be a challenge for anyone, so let PGA professional Joel Weitz improve your play the fundamental way with simple 1-minute golf tips. Fridays on News 3 Now at noon. Brought to you by Vitense Golfland. You're watching News 3 Now this morning. Moving forward.
Welcome back. In the 608, it's Thanksgiving week, but before we get to that Turkey Day feast, some folks are gearing up for Madison's original Turkey Trot.
Josh Ryder is live in Madison with what people can expect this year. Look at the little turkey out there, Josh. Good morning.
Good morning to you guys. Yeah, we're donning our turkey hats this morning for good cause because in just over 72 hours from now, right here at the Alliant Energy Center, we're talking about Madison's original Turkey Trot. This is a tradition for so many Dane County families, and we're excited to be out here previewing it once again this year. Amanda Potratz with UCP Dane joining us this morning. Amanda, good morning to you.
Good morning.
Crazy to believe that we're back here once again. It's Thanksgiving week.
I know. It comes up fast every year.
It really does. It really does. All right, so we got to talk turkey. We got to talk Turkey Trot because this is such a great tradition. And I think the reason behind this run is so important for our community.
Yeah, this run supports individuals with disabilities from birth all the way through adulthood. We have programs locally in both Dane County and Rock County.
So how does the Turkey Trot work? What can folks expect if they're coming out here on Thanksgiving Day?
Yeah, so out over here at the Coliseum, there's going to be a finish line. They've got blow-ups. There's going to be a long registration table so people can come as soon as 7 a.m. Check in if they haven't checked in at Packet Pickup at Play Tri North on Deming Way on Wednesday. They can come in, register, pick up packets, get ready and get set. We can take volunteers, can register online for United Cerebral Palsy, and we will receive a donation for every volunteer. And then we will also receive a donation for anyone who registers using code UCP10 online.
So there are many options, and I love how you guys have that UCP10 code once again this year. But, you know, this is so important important not only getting the community together, but really the mission behind UCP Dane and keeping you guys going.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep. We have received donations, and those go directly to our support for individuals from, like I said, birth to 3 through our birth to 3 program, our respite services, youth resources programs as well.
And I also obviously recommended to don those turkey hats. You can have people coming out, dress up. I mean, this is such a fun event and getting the whole family out before you feast, right?
Absolutely, yeah. You give back before you give thanks.
You know, when you look at how much this event has grown over the years, it's pretty special to see just how much the community has stand behind you guys in your mission.
Yeah, we get volunteers every year. It's always very busy, and people come out and they get dressed up and they wear their silly costumes and they grab their water and they come out with their bells and they're happy and it's so fun.
Of course, this is just one day. You know, you guys are here 365 days of the year. What's the best way for people to continue supporting your mission?
Yeah, you can always visit us at ucpdane.org. You can donate to that website, or you can also volunteer for our respite program as well.
Wonderful. Well, Amanda, thank you so much. And gobble, gobble, tell you
Gobble,
wobble, right?
Absolutely.
Appreciate your time. Again, if you'd like to learn more about Madison's original Turkey Trot benefiting UCP Dane, just go to this story up on channel3000.com. This is going to be the place to be Thanksgiving morning. Remember, you got to burn off some of those calories before all of those calories that you're going to take in on Thursday, gals.
Yes, that's all right. Well, Josh, you look good in that hat. I think it suits you well.
It does.
All right. I think it does too. I'm kind of a turkey, so.
Oh, Josh.
Well, remember to let Josh know what inspires you in the 608. You can reach out either on social media or email us at in the608@wisc-tv.com for a chance to be featured.
Switching gears here now, 6:16. Let's check in now with Savannah. How's it going?
It's not a bad start this morning, but we do have light patchy fog eventually going to track precipitation that moves in across the area, and falling temperatures. Enjoy the 40s while we do have them still, because big changes are underway. Our first Arctic blast of the season, that's going to settle in following Thanksgiving, and we're going to have several days ahead where even daytime highs, especially overnight lows, go on a trend where we're going to be below freezing level. So any precipitation early as that's moving in just to the east of the cold front, most of those are fizzling out, but we do have that mist or light drizzle with the patchy fog where visibilities are down to about 5 miles across most of southern Wisconsin. A few areas west and north of Madison where that precipitation's tracking in are down a little bit more. So cooling temperatures through the day will be consistent up until about 10, and then temperatures are going to fall the rest of the morning, especially the afternoon. So those areas that are already down to those mid to upper 30s northwest of Madison, that's mainly going to be those light, wet snowflakes that transition. Eventually, the rest of us are going to see that as temperatures fall as that cold front inches closer and closer to us. No accumulations expected, but grounds are already wet, and because we have that fog and just higher moisture levels and humidity levels out there this morning, allow extra time, especially with the precipitation moving in. There will be some wet spots on roadways and sidewalks and parking lots. The good news is, yes, temperatures fall, but at least we'll see some sunshine that's finally going to return to the forecast. Most precipitation moving out of here pretty quickly, though. By the evening, will be dry, and then we're already talking about clearing west of Madison. Sunshine for Tuesday, not really going to last that long. We could see another system midweek bring us a little bit of precipitation. That would be light snow showers. Again, little to no accumulations expected, but check out those temperatures behind that next system. 27 only on Black Friday, and the low will be down to 18.
You have got to tip your hat to the Pack. They have struggled in the red zone in the last couple of weeks and to some degree all season, but said earlier this week that relying on Josh Jacobs may just be the trick to fix all of their problems. And it turns out a heavy dose of Jacobs is just what the doctor ordered. Packers leading 10-0 midway through the second, and what do? They give it to number 8, who surges in for the score, but he was just getting started. We skip ahead to the third quarter, where Green Bay's got a 17-7 lead, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it. TD number 2 on the day for Jacobs, who finished with 106 yards on the ground, but that's not what we're celebrating. No, it's not 1, not 2, but 3 rushing touchdowns on the day for Jacobs, who completes the hat trick, and Green Bay annihilates the Niners 38-10, the largest win in this series that we've ever seen. Very few people had much, if any, belief in Badger men's basketball before the season, and Greg Gard has enjoyed proving them wrong. The Badgers had a chance yesterday to start 7-0 for the first time since their last Final Four run and played Pitt in the championship game of the Greenbrier tip-off down in West Virginia, where it was Tanjay time early and often. Tanjay throws down the jam. He caught fire in the second half of this one, helping the Badgers dig themselves out of a deficit, and later it's more Tanjay. He gets it. Goaltend doesn't matter. Count the basket. And then later, Tanjay scoring his 33rd point of the night. A truly remarkable performance. Of course, he was named the MVP of this tip-off tournament, and the Badgers are your champions, not to mention they're 7-0 on the season. That's your morning sports fix. Have a wonderful week.
You too, Andrew. Still ahead, we're looking at some interesting Thanksgiving meals.
Need help with a consumer issue? Contact News 3 Now's Call for Action.
Hurry into Shopko Optical before your vision benefits expire. Our professional team will walk you through your options, and together, we will maximize your benefits on exams, frames, contact lenses, and more. Your personalized eye care awaits. Visit Shopko Optical today.
Score the lowest prices of the year right now at Brothers Main's Black Friday sale. You won't find lower prices anywhere, and enjoy our free delivery. Shop family-owned Brothers Main's low price guarantee on brands like Whirlpool, Maytag, KitchenAid, and Amana. Feel like family. Brothers Main.
The holidays and Chevy Silverado and off-road adventure and towing with confidence and tech you can count on. And it all comes together in a Chevrolet. Qualified lessees can get this 2024 Silverado for around $449 a month. See your Badgerland Chevy dealer today.
Milk chocolate beyond words. Classic recipe by Lindt.
Quartz takes a different approach to health insurance. We know every life well lived is a journey, and we're here to light the way at every step. That's why for 40 years, we've been alongside the doctors and hospitals who know what their communities need. Because they're a part of them. Because we're a part of them. There's a fire burning in all of us. Let's ignite it together. Quartz. Find your spark.
Germs, dust, bacteria, unseen to the naked eye. They build up in your ductwork and contaminate the air you breathe. Gross! Breathe easier this winter. For a limited time, save $75 off on duct cleaning services and save $50 on whole home enhancing ionizer to really enhance your home's air quality. You and your family will breathe easier all winter long. But don't wait. These offers end soon. Schedule your service with Cardinal today.
You want it, we got it, it's all here. Rosemont it. You want some ice time, a nice time, so good you post it twice time. You want some cheer? Now I'll show you where you gotta be. Tell you who you gotta see. Ooh, it's gonna make you smile. You want it, we got it, it's all here. Rosemont.
Enjoy the magic of the North Pole, just east of O'Hare, with miles of memories waiting to be made. To Rosemont it your way, start at rosemont.com.
Rosemont it.
Your eyewear should be as individual as you. With Shopko Optical's extensive selection of frames and lenses, our optometrists will learn about you and help you customize the right choice for your lifestyle. Visit Shopko Optical and find your new signature style today.
And we're back at 6:23 with a photo from Gwen. She says the Sandys are still here. Those are Sandhill cranes. Look at that.
She got really close to them.
She did.
I mean, some people aren't scared of birds.
I don't know, a
Scared,
big
but
bird
they
like
usually
that.
run away from or fly away from you.
Maybe she's able to snap the picture before they ran away.
Very cool.
I'm
Need
sure
to
she'll
sneak
let
up
us know.
on
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Gwen. And everybody be sure to send in your hashtag MyNews3Now this morning picture. We would love to have you featured.
Yes, we would. Well, cooking contests are fairly common these days, but one competition held in Idaho last week definitely stood out from your usual cooking competition. The ingredients for this competition were a little bit different here. Since Thanksgiving is just days away, organizers tasked people to come up with the best Bugsgiving and side dishes. Yes, that's right. So these dishes included different insects. I'm sure you guys would love this. And that tested the culinary skills of some participants as they created items that either included crickets, mealworms, or black ants. The judge tried out the dishes, and the winner was the cook who created jalapeno cornbread topped with honey and crickets.
Sounds good, minus the cricket part.
Yeah, it definitely sounds like Idaho over there.
Oh, I'm sure the people of Idaho are very offended if they heard that this morning.
No, they're trying new things. They're
Oh,
cooking.
okay.
It's like, it's a fun competition.
You're right.
I didn't mean it in a negative way.
Yes. Well, this is, definitely a weird take.
Yeah.
But anyways, turkey, stuffing, cranberry sauce, gravy, all the fixings that make a delicious Thanksgiving pizza. Paul Barbieri says last year they made too many turkeys for the holiday at his Italian market down the road from his pizzeria in Long Island. So Pino's Pizza started serving up the specialty seasonal pie, and it's not only Long Islanders that can't get enough. People travel hours just to gobble down on a holiday slice. Doesn't look too bad, though, honestly.
I'd try it.
Much better than the crickets.
Yes, much, much better.
But guys, Thanksgiving's almost here, and our trivia question's kind of in relation to that, just speaking of the end of the Thanksgiving holiday and the month of November. So our holiday question today: when does the Atlantic hurricane season end?
Oh!
Has it already ended? November 30th, December 15th, or January 1st?
I'm gonna say B, but I feel like it already did. I'm gonna say
Yeah?
B. I was right?
Yeah.
You didn't even get an answer.
I didn't get the answer. I was going to say C, though.
We have
Okay.
like 5 seconds left.
Oh,
All right.
man.
Chiron was right.
Good
we'll
job,
be right back.
Chiron. It's testing.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Shop the largest selection of Chevy trucks and SUVs in Wisconsin at Bergstrom Chevrolet. Lease a new Silverado 1500 starting at $355 a month, or a 24 Equinox EV starting at $279 a month. Stop in or shop and purchase at BergstromMadison.com.
When you want to make junk disappear, leave it where it is. 1-800-GOT-JUNK is full-service junk removal. I've got a partner who lives down the street from you, and we're anxious to come to your rescue. All you have to do is point. Call 1-800-GOT-JUNK.
It's here. Wendy's new salted caramel frosty. Rich, sweet, salted caramel? Caramel. Whatever. The iconic frosty with a salted caramel twist. Gotta be Wendy's.
The holidays could always use more Ghirardelli peppermint bark. More sweaters that hit the mark. More drinks with festive sparks. Because this season, there's no such thing as too much. Ghirardelli peppermint bark adds just the right touch.
We all have that friend with amazing skin. Tell me your secret, and lunch is on me. Don't just envy her. Get glowing skin of your own with a results-driven, professional facial customized just for you by a skilled esthetician. Get glowing with regular facials from Massage Envy. So what's going on with this? Whether you share your secret or not is up to you. Massage Envy, where better skin begins.
This year, give the gift card everybody will love. Stop in and pick some up today.
Wisconsin's largest and most spectacular Christmas show, Christmas in the Dells Dinner Show, is now open. It all starts with a 4-course Christmas feast, complete with ham, turkey, and all the fixins. And with new songs, cast and costumes, plus an appearance by Santa. This truly will be a magical holiday season. Enjoy the largest nativity in the state, complete with flying angels and live animals. Get your tickets today at ChristmasInTheDells.com. That's ChristmasInTheDells.com.
Welcome to Alpine Liquors, the largest independent liquor store in Dane County and beyond. We have over 700 vodkas, 1,500 whiskeys, 2,500 cold beers, 2,000 wines, and over 300 mini bottles for under $1. The area's largest selection. Your local Alpine Liquors, located in DeForest, Wisconsin.
And Doug.
Whoa, Limu! We're in a parade! Everyone, customize and save hundreds on car insurance with Liberty Mutual. Customize and save!
And then I wake up.
And you have the stream every night?
Yeah, every night.
I see.
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
This morning, we're taking a look at more picks for President-elect Donald Trump's administration and a new poll on how Americans feel about the transition so far. We'll show you the numbers.
Plus, housing prices in Dane County continue to climb. Hear from one expert on the demographic trends contributing to the rise.
Happy Monday, everyone, and welcome to News 3 Now This Morning. I'm Kyrian Lee.
And I'm Michelle Renee Quinn, filling in for Chris Stanford.
Thanks for waking up with us this morning. Hope you all had a fantastic weekend.
I know I did.
Yes, what did you do?
Well, I got to go to the Christmas tree lighting with Kyrian and Savannah Brito. She got to pull the switch, light up the tree, and it just kicked off the holiday season for me. I was already feeling the joy and the mood, but...
Yes, and I'll say my family and I got to see the holiday fantasy in lights in Olin Park, which were very well done. I loved that a lot. And then, of course, yes, we also got to go out.
Our little night.
Yes.
It was a little chilly, but temperatures were okay.
Yes.
Let's see what's coming up.
Guys, temperatures not off to a bad start this morning. We're actually warmest now. We'll see temperatures climb a couple more degrees, and then we're going to see them fall the rest of the day, and especially into Black Friday. So temperatures gradually going to decrease. Visibility issues this morning. We're down to 5 miles. Monroe's at 4. Lone Rock down to 2.5 miles. So we do have some areas waking up to that patchy fog. Not necessarily dense this morning, but these will continue to fluctuate as precipitation moves in. Yeah, we're tracking a rain-snow mix Monday, but little to no accumulations expected. Same with the light snow Wednesday, Thursday. Could see a light coating on grassy and elevated surfaces. That's if that track holds and tracks exactly where we're forecasting right now. And then 20s for highs by this upcoming Friday, heading into the weekend after Thanksgiving. We'll talk about how long we're thinking that could stick around for southern Wisconsin coming up in just a bit.
All right, Savannah, thank you. To our top stories this morning, President-elect Donald Trump is making his final selections for his cabinet.
And despite some controversial picks, new CBS News polling shows a majority of Americans approve of how he's handling the transition. CBS's Naomi Ruckham brings us the results of the new poll.
This morning, we now know even more picks for President-elect Trump's incoming cabinet. That's new nominees for housing, labor, agriculture, and treasury. On Face the Nation Sunday, some Democrats expressed their willingness to work with the new administration.
I'm going to evaluate each one of these candidates based on their ability to do the job and their willingness to put the needs of the American people first.
And while the Trump transition has come with its fair share of drama, including sexual assault allegations against both a current and now former nominee, new CBS polling shows President-elect Donald Trump's incoming administration will have the benefit of mostly goodwill from the American public. A majority of Americans, 59%, approve of his handling of the transition. And more than half are either happy or satisfied that he won. On the issue of immigration, a vast majority believe any mass deportations should be done by government agencies, not the U.S. military. A move the president-elect signaled he might use, despite pushback from some in his own party.
I will not support and will not vote to use the military in our cities.
Polling also shows most Americans believe the nominees should face hearings in the Senate rather than be fast-tracked into their new roles. Naomi Ruckham, CBS News.
Some senators have also said they would like FBI background checks on some of the president-elect's nominees.
Time now 6:33. If you're in the market for a home, be prepared for an increase in prices. A recent survey from the Wisconsin Realtors Association shows prices in Dane County are up 10%. That's compared to this time a year ago. Experts say it's primarily a symptom of low supply and high demand, but there are other more complex reasons as well. David Clark, a WRA consultant and professor emeritus at Marquette University, joined us on For the Record to explain.
You know, the oldest baby boomers now are in their upper 70s. Ultimately, they will, those who are still in single-family housing will likely need to make some type of change. Those demographic changes don't happen quickly, though. They happen over longer periods of time. And the baby boom population is a pretty healthy generation.
Clark says mortgage rates have doubled over the last 3 years. He says this affects the demand side of the issue because buyers will lean towards smaller homes, and that is if they buy a home at all. Remember, you can watch For the Record every Sunday morning at 10:30 right here on WISC-TV.
Well, home buyers are not the only ones paying up. Wealthier countries are spending $300 billion per year to help poorer countries deal with climate change. The agreement runs until 2035. They reached this agreement at the end of the UN's climate change conference. Some of the poorer nations believe the money is not enough. They wanted another $1 trillion per year on top of the original agreement. President Biden praised the agreement as a significant step in fighting global warming.
We have new details this morning about the events leading up to a chemical plant fire in Georgia back on September 29th. The latest details come from the U.S. Chemical Safety and Hazard Investigation Board. It says a biolab employee heard a popping sound, which turned out to be a product reactive to water that became wet. The employee called 911 and crews put out that fire within a half hour. However, another fire broke out 4 hours later. The fires led to shelter-in-place warnings, which lasted for weeks. Biolab makes chemicals used in swimming pools.
Happening today, Eric and Lyle Menendez are set to make a virtual appearance in a California court. They're hoping new information about their past could set them free. The brothers are serving life sentences without parole. A judge found them guilty of the shotgun murders of their parents in 1989. At the center of the latest development is a letter Eric wrote before the homicides.
How did we get here?
We filed the petition for habeas corpus about 18 months ago. There was a letter that was discovered that Eric had written to his cousin Andy Cano, which predates the homicides. That letter talks about the abuse and his fear of his father.
The brothers could potentially speak at today's hearing.
And tonight at 6 on News 3 Now, our Braden Ross is taking you back to the Harmony Apartments on Madison's East Side. It comes 1 year after we first told you about the issues of those who live there and what they're dealing with. From a backlog of maintenance requests to criminal activity, former tenants say those issues are still happening at the Harmony. Tonight, hear exclusively from 2 women who believe speaking out caused management to force them out.
They want to come in here and tell these people lies, sell them dreams, give them false hope. We still don't have a maintenance man. Nothing in my apartment is done. Nothing.
It's just retaliation. And it's been that way since my son got killed. It's not my fault my son got killed on this property. Ever since the day my son got killed, I hate it over here. I hate it.
On Wednesday at 6, hear why city officials say they're reaching at the end of their patience with property management and what they say could be next for the apartments. But again, tonight's report is on News 3 Now at 6.
And Goodman Community Center's annual Thanksgiving basket drive is complete, and they did meet their donation goal for several food categories. These include canned veggies, mac and cheese, broth, stuffing, and roaster pans. The Goodman Center plans to give away holiday groceries to more than 4,000 families in Dane County. News 3 Now is a proud partner of the initiative, and you can find more information at goodmancenter.org.
6:37, now to the Packers. They're still rolling. They beat the San Francisco 49ers comfortably yesterday. The 49ers were without Brock Purdy and Nick Bosa, so this game was never going to be easy for them. The Packers got off to a strong start. They drove down in the first quarter. Then Jordan Love found Tucker Kraft in traffic, who gets in for the score. Jordan Love, like McDonald's, is loving it. Brandon Allen stepped in as quarterback for the 49ers, and in the third quarter, this pass here gets tipped and intercepted by Xavier McKinney. Ensuing drive, Josh Jacobs takes the handoff and punches it right on in there. The Packers have struggled to avoid turnovers, but on Sunday, it was the other way around. Brandon Allen stumbling and fumbling. Lucas Van Ness recovers it. The Niners lost another fumble on the very next drive. The Packers took full advantage both times to win 38-10.
That's one guy that I don't worry about is Josh Jacobs. Guy is an animal. He is a dog and a dog competitor, and you know, I think he definitely relishes those opportunities.
Yeah, man, the O-line, I give them all the credit, man. I mean, they make it, I tell them all the time, man, they make my job easy, you know. And I always tell them, man, I'm like, man, if you mess up, whatever, I'll make you right. We lean on each other. So they get all the credit for this.
The Packers are up to 8-3. They host the Miami Dolphins in the primetime game on Thanksgiving. So you get some football and you get food and football. Well,
Yeah.
It's like, where could you go wrong with that?
Usually in my family, Grandpa's usually helping in the kitchen at some point, but then my brother, he'd be in the living room watching the TV. Not me. I don't get to watch football. I gotta help cook.
I'll say, yeah, I'm not in the kitchen cooking, so, you know, I'm just kind of just doing what I do. Yeah,
The
that's okay.
matriarch of your family. You're not it yet. I'm the
No.
matriarch now.
No,
I told
no.
Grandma it's my turn to cook.
So yes, I still got my grandma and my mom doing the big girl jobs, not me. But that's something to look forward to if you're a Pack fan. But let's check in with Savannah. What's coming up?
We're tracking a rain-snow mix shortly moving in. No accumulation expected, but temperatures really cooling down Black Friday into the weekend. We'll talk about how low those are going to go.
Plus, I'm live at the Alliant Energy Center this morning with a preview of the Madison Original Turkey Trot benefiting UCP Day, and I'll share what you need to know before Thanksgiving Day and how you can sign up next.
This is a hallway. Doesn't evoke much feeling, but to those facing cancer or a complex condition, it feels like relief. Because all the doctors, treatments, and technology you've been fighting to find, they're all right here, under one roof, connected by hallways instead of highways. Welcome to East Park Medical Center. UW Health. Remarkable.
It's that time of year again to get the Honda of your dreams during Happy Honda Days, where you'll find great offers on a sporty new Civic, spirited Accord, fun-to-drive HRV, and versatile CRV. So don't wait. Turn your holiday dreams into reality with a new Honda named KBB.com's best value brand. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer today.
We're unboxing unbeatable values for your home every Friday in November. And that means I've got stylish sofas in multiple colors with Bobapedic seating for just $3.99 each. Because every day is like Black Friday when you dare to compare at Bob's.
Treat yourself to rich Ghirardelli chocolate and luscious caramel. Experience Ghirardelli caramel squares in a bag and a bar. Makes life a bite better.
Are record high energy costs putting a squeeze on your fixed or limited incomes? While you haven't asked for it, the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund and your local energy assistance providers are here to help. No Wisconsin resident should ever have to face the challenge of living without heat or power or face homelessness. For a hand up, apply today.
Fellas fiddling on roofs, barbers eating people, hip-hopping presidents, cats. Every generation has a great musical that makes you ask, what the hell? But I bet you never seen a musical about corn. Come on down to the first great What the Shuck musical of our time.
Shucked at Overture Center for the Arts, February 4th through February 9th. Tickets at overture.org.
A Madison apartment complex that offered harmony to residents, a promise that was shattered by the reality.
Tell these people lies, sell them dreams, give them false hope.
Poor living conditions often ignored by management and deadly crimes. But when these residents spoke out, they received eviction notices.
It's just retaliation. It's not my fault my son got killed on this property.
Find out what's behind the troubled history here at the Harmony Apartments, who's being held accountable, and what the city is doing to address the problem. A two-part News 3 Now investigation starting tonight at 6.
You're watching News 3 Now this morning. Moving forward.
Well, good morning. Happy Monday. We're following into the week of Thanksgiving, and temperatures are only going to cool down from where we're sitting right now. So enjoy the 40s while we have them, at least early this morning. We're going to see them hold consistent over the next couple of hours, and then they're going to fall. That's actually going to lead to a rain-snow mix moving in shortly. So a few spotty areas of drizzle cannot be ruled out this morning. That's not necessarily going to lead to any rainfall totals or anything like that, but the areas that are already cooling down, mainly northwest of Madison, we're seeing a couple of upper 30s. Those places will see a wintry mix, and that eventually will transition to everyone across southern Wisconsin that sees this system move in. It'll be short, though, not going to last all day, but then we're going to see no accumulation from this. That could be a different story Wednesday, Thursday, not forecasting a big system, but maybe a little bit. That moves out of here as temperatures fall the rest of the day, and notice some clouds finally starting to clear west of here at least, but winds are going to be on the breezier side of things pretty much all day. Once we get to the evening, we'll be dry, and then skies are going to start clearing overnight. But winds, these are pretty much going to stay up to at least 20 to 25 miles per hour, even into tomorrow. That includes tonight. We're looking at 11:30 now, mainly Madison and east, up to about 15 miles per hour, but places that are closer to the cold front, those areas are going to see winds gusting to already 25 miles per hour. Everyone's seeing wind gusts up to 30 miles per hour, though, as we're heading into the afternoon hours. The evening still looks breezy, and overnight hours, this is Tuesday at 4:30, still looking at about 15 to at least 20 miles per hour. So it'll be breezy today, and then winds will be a little bit of a factor even into tomorrow. How about our outlook, though, for December? The first week still looking cool. So we had well above average temperatures. We're finally seeing a switch, though, so people that like winter weather, the cooler air, that pattern's going to settle in. Not necessarily forecasting an active pattern, but I do think we're going to see temperatures really decline. That includes the end of this week. So Thanksgiving will be down to 32, which is freezing level, and then Friday 27, we have very cold overnight lows, well below average. We're talking about the teens, and we could have a couple areas likely with wind chills, especially near 0 degrees. So not the best temperatures, but it could always be worse, I guess. At least we don't see any negative symbols yet.
All right, Savannah, thank you so much. A little cool, getting real cool out there. But we're switching gears here to in the 608. It's Thanksgiving week, but before we get to that Turkey Day feast, some people are gearing up for Madison's original turkey trot.
Josh Breider is live in Madison with what folks can expect this year. Good morning, Josh.
Hey, good morning, guys. That's right. It is time to wobble before you gobble on Thanksgiving Day. We're talking Madison's original turkey trot right here at the Alliant Energy Center. This has been a tradition for so many Dane County area families, and we're back here once again with Amanda Potratz of UCP Dane. Amanda, good morning to you.
Good morning.
I feel like we were just standing here yesterday. It's already been a year, and we're talking about the Turkey Trot 2024.
Yes, it's gone by really fast. I'm happy to be back again.
You know, this is always an exciting time of year because the holidays, right, are traditional for so many families. But this event has become such an annual thing for so many people as well, and what it benefits, the mission behind it is so awesome.
Absolutely. I hope groups of people will come out, friends, family members from all ages, and they benefit United Cerebral Palsy, and we support individuals with disabilities from birth all the way through adulthood.
So let's talk about the Turkey Trot happening Thursday, because registration has been extended so people can still register right now.
Absolutely. Yes, you can still register online all the way up through the 28th. You can come in and you can register here at the tables in the morning as well, starting at 7 a.m.
So you're making it nice and easy for folks. And of course, you know, this is so fun because it's a way for families to come together. But the mission behind what you guys stand for is so incredible in what you guys do.
Yes, we support individuals with a wide range of disabilities through our Birth to 3 program, our Respite and Youth Services program. We're in Dane County and Rock County.
So when people come out here and they support you, they're not only having a good time with their family, it's going to a good cause.
Absolutely, absolutely. It's a great way to give back before you give thanks.
You know, we have some video we want to show folks because this is so fun. Obviously, we're donning our turkey hats here this morning. People can dress up in costume. They have some fun with it, and it's all about getting the community together and supporting what we have going on here in the community.
Absolutely. It's a great way to get back and get outside with everybody and work for a good cause.
I love that. So what can people expect when they're coming out here as far as timing on Thanksgiving morning?
Yeah, 7 a.m. registration opens, and then that table is going to be open from 7 to 8:15 when the kids race starts.
So nice and early, so that way folks can come out here, get their exercise in, and then go home and feast.
Absolutely. We'd be out of here before lunch.
I love that. So if people are interested, I know you guys are more than just one event a year. You have things going on all the time. So how can they learn more about UCP Dane?
Yeah, if you go to ucpdane.org, we have all of our events listed throughout the year, as well as a spot to donate and volunteer.
I love it. Amanda, thank you so much. Looking good in that turkey, by the way.
You too.
If you'd like to learn more about Madison's original Turkey Trot here happening in 2024 again this Thursday, Thanksgiving Day, just go to the story up on channel3000.com. One of those events that comes around every single year that folks get excited for, especially when you have people coming in from out of town. It's a way to get the whole family together, up and going before you get into that food coma later on Thanksgiving, girls.
Yeah, Josh, I know your family will be in town, and I know you're a super active family. Are you guys participating?
You know, we talk about it every year. My folks won't be getting in until early afternoon on Thanksgiving, so unfortunately the timing's not going to work out for us this year, but it's going to happen at some point. I know that.
Yes, I know you guys will do great. Josh, thank you so much. Have fun out there.
Remember to let Josh know what inspires you in the 608. You can reach out online or on social media. Email us at inthe608@wisc-tv.com for a chance to be featured. And coming up in the morning sprint, the benefits of animal characters in children's books.
But first, it's time to look who's 3. Happy birthday to Kason.
Happy birthday, Kason.
Enjoy your day.
Be sure to...
Wisconsin Broadcasters. Local, trusted, connected.
When you want to make junk disappear, leave it where it is. 1-800-GOT-JUNK is full-service junk removal. I've got a partner who lives down the street from you, and we're anxious to come to your rescue. All you have to do is point. Call 1-800-GOT-JUNK.
This is the Ergo Smart Base from Tempur-Pedic, and it responds to snoring, so you don't have to. So no more nudging your partner or sleeping on the other side of the house, because the Tempur Ergo Smart Base actually detects snoring, then automatically adjusts to help reduce it all night, every night.
Save up to $500 on select Tempur-Pedic adjustable mattress sets and get a $300 gift. Denver Mattress, the easiest way to get the right Tempur-Pedic.
After my son was born, I was having a hard time leaving him, only being able to see him once before going to work and then once before bed. That's just not enough time.
At my old job, my entire check went to daycare to pay to be away from my child. We bring our kids with us in the mornings and they ride with us on our routes and then they go to school.
I'm on a route where I'm the one dropping my kids off at school. It's been phenomenal.
Being able to bring them with me has been really great for our family.
Come on, baby. Don't be like that. We can get through this. I know we've had some hiccups, but I can't afford to lose you. A new furnace just isn't in my budget.
Worried about breaking the bank? Ask us about our monthly payment plans.
Toyotathon is on. Shake up the holidays with an exciting new Toyota. Take an all-wheel drive Camry to go ice skating. Visit Grandma in a Highlander. Grandma! You got it. Or bring home a tree in a Tacoma. Are we in a snow globe?
Right now, during Toyotathon, you can lease a new RAV4 for $319 a month. Or you can lease a new 2025 Camry for $299 a month.
'Tis the season for Toyotathon.
Toyota, let's go places.
A lot of law firms claim to be experts at handling injury cases that involve large trucks. But handling one trucking case does not make you an expert on the subject. Experience matters in these cases. One local firm has handled 25 trucking cases which resulted in payments over $1 million each, and hundreds of others as well. Because Wisconsinites know who to call when it's a must-win scenario. They call Habish, Habish & Rotier. National reputation, hometown service.
Quartz takes a different approach to health insurance. We know every life well lived is a journey, and we're here to light the way at every step. That's why for 40 years, we've been alongside the doctors and hospitals who know what their communities need, because they're a part of them. because we're a part of them. There's a fire burning in all of us. Let's ignite it together.
Quartz. Find your spark.
Susan Simon, News 3 Now at 4 and 5, weekdays moving forward.
It's 6:53, time for the morning sprint.
A new CBS poll shows overall favorability of the incoming administration. Of those surveyed, 59% approve of President-elect Donald Trump's handling of the transition. More than half are either happy or satisfied that he won. This come amid sexual assault allegations against two nominees. One of them, former Congressman Matt Gaetz, stepped aside after being chosen for Attorney General.
A source in the Middle East says a ceasefire agreement between Israel and Hezbollah is very close. U.S. and Israeli officials caution a deal isn't final yet, but an Israeli spokesperson says the two sides are moving in that direction. The U.S. and Israel are proposing a 60-day pause in fighting, and some hope it could result in a lasting ceasefire.
Wealthier countries are to spend $300 billion per year to help poorer countries deal with climate change. The agreement runs until 2035. They reached this agreement at the end of the UN's climate change conference in Azerbaijan. Some of the poorer nations believe the money is not enough. They wanted another $1 trillion per year on top of the original agreement.
New details this morning about a chemical plant fire in Georgia. It happened back on September 29th. A federal investigation board says an employee heard a popping sound in the early morning. This preceded the first of two fires that day. Crews needed 4 hours to put out the second fire. The fires at the chemical plant led to shelter-in-place warnings, which lasted 4 weeks.
Happening today, Eric and Lyle Menendez are set to make a virtual appearance in a California court. The brothers are serving life sentences without parole. A judge found them guilty of the shotgun murders of their parents in 1989. The latest development is a letter Eric wrote before the homicides. He and Lyle hope this could help set them free.
Software chain company Blue Yonder is recovering from a ransomware attack. Blue Yonder services major grocery stores in the U.S. and U.K. They include Albertsons, Kroger, and P&G. Blue Yonder did not say which clients were affected by the ransomware attack.
More than 2,000 Hyundai Genesis and Kia electric vehicles are under recall due to a power issue. The National Highway Safety Administration says the vehicle's transistors can suffer damage that could prevent them from charging the 12-volt battery. As a result, the battery could run out mid-drive. The automakers will notify affected customers with a letter.
Children's books are often filled with animal characters, and a new study from the University of Plymouth finds those non-human characters are important for physical development. Researchers tested more than 100 kids after reading stories featuring humans versus non-humans. Younger kids in particular scored higher when exposed to stories about animals.
Temperatures will be in the 40s today, at least the first half of the day, and then we'll be cooling through the afternoon into the evening. That's all right, because what's to come, it's going to get cool. Our first Arctic blast is in the forecast. Thanksgiving, 32 freezing level. And then Friday, really from Thursday night all the way through even Wednesday, we'll go several days below freezing level.
Ooh, those cold temperatures I'm not ready for.
I have goosebumps just thinking about
it. Hold the negatives in the forecast, please. Thank you.
Please
we don't have those yet.
Another news and weather update in 30 minutes.